Hello guys, this is Pep from Pep back at it again, and today we finally have, as you may have seen from the thumbnail, the post ban list odd dice, but actually the new odd dice with the new skill odd dice acceleration, I think it's the name. And let me just say one thing. This skill can be abused to create many different handboards, okay? But this is one of the most desired one. So a lot of you guys asked for this in the live stream that we had on Friday, and I finally find a way to do it. As you saw, actually you saw the endboard in the thumbnail, but before jumping right to it, guys, just a quick reminder, if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So I'm here, of course, with yugioh and the skill. Let's have a quick look at it together. Odd dice wing acceleration, what it does, basically you can't normal or special summon monsters except from the extra deck, and in your main deck they can't be anything else but performable odd dice monsters and magician pendulum monsters. Also, this little boy right here, that it's not that crazy, can attack twice, but it's really nothing you're gonna go for unless some specific cases. So yeah, not that crazy. I mean, you could build this deck even without this boy and you will be completely fine. We have two effects to use, and they can be used once per turn, but they have no restrictions for the duel, so this means you can use as many times as you want during the duel. If you control a performable odd dice synchron, this means either as a monster or as a pendulum skill, you can grab one Stargazer Magician from outside of your deck, and you can grab another odd dice synchron or a level 3 or lower Magician pendulum monster. That's super nice. It gives you a +2 each time, basically, even though, I mean, to be honest, I only have 2 odd dice synchron, and having a third one, it's not only important, it's fundamental. Unfortunately, I do not have it. I'm playing triple tuning, but it's not the same. You need triple odd dice synchron because you need another one for a follow-up, 100%. So if you have triple odd dice synchron, definitely play 3. Second part of the skill, if you control a synchro dragon monster, we only have 2 in Duel Links. Of course, they are Clear Wing Synchro Dragon and Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon, but we're only gonna play Crystal Wing. You can play an odd dice pendulum dragon from outside your deck in face down defense position. Now, for this reason, you could decide to play a couple of Crystal Wing and maybe even decide to get away, I mean, to give up the odd dice wing dragon. But I mean, the extract feels tight, especially, I mean, maybe Abyss Dueler could be one of the thing you could decide not to go for, or even the Red Wire, but I'm gonna explain everything, of course, why I'm using this stuff. So let's start from this other thing. We have Harmonizing Magician core card. I only have 1, but is searchable with the Pendulum Call, so I will definitely recommend playing at least 2, but 3 could be potentially ideal. So 2 is like the minimum amount. In fact, I'm struggling with consistency, but just because I have only 1. And even with only 1, thanks to the Pendulum Call, the combo that I'm showing you, it's super damn consistent. But what this combo consists of: ending the turn with a Void Ogre Dragon that can negate a spell trap card, and you end with no cards in your hand, and a setup field for a TRISHULA during your opponent's turn, so Accel Synchro TRISHULA. That's lovely. So you're gonna have, of course, your Shooting Riser Dragon, level 3, plus a couple of level 4 on the field that can be anything or any of this. That's why the combo is super consistent, because all you need is the odd dice synchron and the Harmonizing Magician. Now, the other 2 cards have to be a couple of level 4 monsters, but they could be any 4 monsters that you can pendulum summon or can normal summon. So that's just it. So that's why we play all of these 4. Of course, this can help going second by popping a monster. This is just because it's a Pendulum Magician level 4. Now, of course, they have to be monsters you can special summon, and I'm using Magician because so that you can actually synchro summon with Harmonizing Magician, because if you end up just with the Pendulum, with Performable monster, for example, you could find yourself in some situations where you can't synchro summon with Harmonizing Magician. So triple pendulum call, mandatory in my opinion, and I'm playing triple tuning to make the combo consistent, but to be honest, you need triple performable odd dice synchron, and then you could decide to cut this and play some staples, that would be totally fine. For the extra deck we have Crystal Wing, the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, needed maybe even a 2, the boy, the our desire, the purpose of this whole build, the new boy that just came out, Void Ogre Dragon turn 1, lovely, as especially you can empty your hand simply by pendulum summoning all the stuff that you have in hand, so that's super nice. Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, eventually you can't achieve the TRISHULA, you can still have an Excel Synchro Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, that means of course a bouncing monster, special summoned. Then we have a couple of Xyz Volo, because you can easily have a couple of level 7, and of course this means the Clear Wing plus the skill gives you an Dice Pendulum Dragon, and Abyss Wheeler in case you may feel like a couple of level 4, we have tons of level 4, and Abyss Wheeler, it's usually one of the best choice, but you could use also something like Cassell, for example. Last but not least, we have Red Wyvern, just in case you have, you need, when you go second and you start with the Dragon Pulse Magician, let's suppose, to pop a monster your opponent controls, then you want to get rid of the Dragon Pulse. How do you do it? By synchro summoning with the effect of Odd Eye Synchron, targeting the Dragon Pulse, getting rid of it, and synchro summoning a level 6, because Dragon Pulse is level 4, so you get rid of that skill and you can put the other classic skill that you want. Again guys, this deck should be played with triple Odd Eye Synchron and at least a couple of Harmonizing Magician. Otherwise, it's gonna be tough. But even with this build, the amount of times you get TRISHULA on turn 1 setup is very high. I would say above 60-70%. And this is the beautiful thing. Now, I want to be honest with you, and I'm gonna show you also with replays. This combo is not worthy when you play against when you play against Predaplant, because Predaplant going second have an insane thing with their skill. I'm gonna show you. They can just use the skill, put a Predaplant counter, a Preda counter on your Shooting Riser, and then with the skill they grab the monster that you can special summon by tributing a monster your opponent controls with a counter. And now because the counter gets put by the skill, you get no response to that. So they can just get rid of Riser without you even, I mean, in the position to make a move, to make something, to do something. So that's super sad, unfortunately. This is still super good against stuff like before Predaplant, like against birds, you have a TRISHULA during your opponent's turn, or even during your turn. Of course, it's even easier during your turn, and yeah, that's cool. These guys can attack twice, can be very nice sometimes, but still, TRISHULA is the best thing. Though I'm a little bit disappointed, just because Predaplant is just gonna be 100% meta. They made it so Predaplant is gonna obliterate the birds going second. That's 100%. I don't know if there's a combo going first. I still have to try Predaplant. I'm gonna do that, of course, but I wanted to point that out just to be 100% honest with you. So this is not the only build you can have with this deck. I'm gonna show you casing this time. But if you follow the stream on Friday, my mod Jamie gave me a video when we showed up, when we had a dueling book replay to show a very nice combo turn 1 handing on a Crystal Wing, Void Ogre, and Abyss Driller. That could be preferred sometimes, but I'd rather go with TRISHULA, honestly. Anyway, guys, that's it for the explanation. I hope you have actually listened to this because it's super important. And now we're gonna jump right to the replays, showing you also some of my misplays and the insane power also of Predaplant going against this. Let's jump right into them. Here we go, my boys. First replay, we have a duel that I'm not sure I won, to be honest. I think I lost in the end, just because I'm completely stupid, as you will see here, because this could have been so easily This deck could have been so easily shut down, but because I misclicked, you will see, I think I lost in the end, but I'm not sure about it. So we got tuning to begin with, and we have the combo because you just need a couple of level 4s and the Harmonizing Magician and the Odai Synchro. Now we have the boy, and we have one spell and one Wisdom Eye Magician, but of course you can use Pendulum Call to grab a couple of level 4s and you're chilling. So keep attention, pay attention to the order, because that is what we were struggling during the stream. So you play Odai Synchron turn 1 as a skill, as your first move, and use the skill to grab a Stargazer Magician and a Odai Synchron. But here comes the first thing. The Odai Synchron you grab, you have to say no. You don't want to add that to your hand, but you want to add that to your extra deck, because it's a matter of room, of slots on the field. So you add that to the extra deck so that when you Pendulum Summon, you can Pendulum Summon the Odai Synchron in the extra monster zone, okay? So you start with that, then Pendulum Call to get basically a couple of level 4s other than Harmonizing, Stargazer as the other skill. Now Pendulum Summon, keep in mind you Pendulum Summon the odd dice from the extra deck, the Harmonizing Magician, and only one of the level 4s. Why? Because the last slot is needed for the effect of Harmonizing Magician. Harmonizing Magician is gonna bring out a level 3, so keep in mind mandatory to play a couple of level 3s so you can be more flexible in terms of Shooting Riser. You can decide to also send a Time Gazer Magician to the grave with Shooting Riser in case you need the level 4 tuner. And at this point you go first, synchro summoning the Harmonizing Magician plus the level 3 he brought out from the deck to go into a Shooting Riser Dragon. Shooting Riser is gonna send a level 4, another level 4 to make himself a level 3, and then Odai Synchron to use the Stargazer Magician and synchro summon a level 7, clear a wing, so you can use the skill, play an Odai's Pendulum Dragon from outside your deck, flip that up, use Odai's Scale Synchron's effect to make it tuner level 1, 1 plus 7 is Void Ogre Dragon. Are we done yet? No, we're not, because now you can normal summon the Dragon Pulse, and of course, this is a mistake. So I should have normal summoned the Dragon Pulse so that we would have had the negation of a spell trap card, so even a Book of Eclipse, for example, and then I would have had 3, 4, 4, it's Trishula. But I'm just stupid, I misclicked here and I got that set. He's got the Forbidden Chalice, we negated that, and that's fine, but so that would have not worked. Trading to draw, it's got Speedy Grasp. I'm not sure again if I want this, probably I lose that in the end. So this is the classic zombie. Like, keep in mind, once he has this, we could have simply gone into Trishula and banish all of 3, and we would have been cool. Actually, I probably should have waited into my Vampire Sucker to banish these 2, but again, I went with Shooting Riser, quick play. I showed you this also because if you somehow misplay, you just don't have another level 4, you can still end on Void Ogre plus a Moonlight Dragon quick Excel Synchro. That is still a bounce, so super nice. And he ended the turn, but of course, because we didn't get rid of the zombie ward, the Bottle Torch is coming back, so that is of course a problem. And another problem here is that we do not have another odd dice, so I can't use the tuning to search eventually the third odd dice synchron, and that is what made my build a little bit tough to have follow-up plays. But you have to play triple odd dice synchron, guys. It's mandatory 100%. So we have this boy, of course, we can't do that much. Odd dice clearing acceleration each turn to get a couple of guys, and still I'm just attacking. But what's even worse is that he's got the Mazera in the grave. I didn't notice that, so at this point we're just I think in the end he just end up winning because he has everything. Yeah, banishing and getting rid of stuff one by one, I guess. Sure, maybe I could win. I don't think so, no, because he's got too many Bottle Torch there. Yeah, banishing everything. At this point, I think in the end I just surrender. There you go, guys. But this was, of course, just my misplay because I just set the Dragon Pulse instead of playing that in attack position. Otherwise, with Trishula, you would have won the duel. That's almost how you do it, my boys. There you go. Second duel, my boys. Let's see what we have. It's Oh, Shadow, it's actually Shadow, and it's us going first. I think this was, I don't remember. There are going to be a couple of losses in this replay, so be prepared for that. So we got the combo, as you can see. Actually, this is a little variation. As you can see, we do not have 2 level 4s here, right? But we have a level 3 and a level 4, and that is fine as well. The only difference is that when you Pendulum summon Harmonizing Magician, you're not going to summon a level 3 from the deck, but just a level 4. So that's fine as well. You just need a couple of monsters in your hand, we can say, in the end for the combo, apart from Odd Eye Synchro and Harmonizing Magician. So again, the order, Pendulum, Odd Eye Synchro, and the other one to the extra deck, Pendulum Summon, Harmonizing Magician to summon a level 4. So keep in mind, with the Pendulum Summon, you need to Pendulum Summon the level 3, alongside the Harmonizing, and you keep always the last level 4 in hand as a normal summon. So there you go, level 7, Shooting Riser Dragon, then making level 3, Odd Eye Synchron to Synchro Summon with the level 7, we got Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. And then the skill to play the Odd Eye's Pendulum, then Odd Eye Synchron making level tuner level 1, 1+7 is Void Ogre Dragon, and then in the end, normal summon. Now, in this case, it was done correctly, as you can see. We got, I showed you just because this can happen. Now, it's true, once that he normal summoned Wendy, I should have understood that he had the Super Poly, but I mean, in almost 30 card deck, can you expect him to have Super Poly? It's not expected. So Super Poly, of course, cannot be responded to, so it just went into that. Shuttle Construct, giving away the Riser, but I showed you this just to make you understand that you can do the combo even if you have a level 3 or level 4 in your hand, so it's not mandatory to have a couple of level 4s. We can just end this, of course, we can speed things up. I think I'm gonna lose in the end, of course, with this as well, but I mean, I could have played differently because I should have just go into Trishula, or even into actually just Trishula, to banish the Wendy once that I saw he normal summoned that. But again, as you can see, the combo is very easily to be done, and there are just a few cards like Super Poly that can, of course, can break it. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. These should be, guys, the third losses that I'm gonna show you, because this is Predablon Starving Venom Invasion, if I'm not wrong. So let's see what we have. It's us to go, and we have the combo. I think it's a little bit different here because we do not have the Harmonizing Magician, but we're grabbing it with the Sulcroba Joker. Unfortunately, he's got the Veiler, so he stopped that. So no full combo. What happens here? We went with tuning to grab the Odd Eye Synchron, and as you can see, because I had the tuning, what I did is to add to the extra deck not the Odd Eye Synchron, but actually Time Gazer Magician. So we have more monsters. Then Pendulum Summon, I used Odd Eye Synchron to have level 5, and basically going to Shooting Riser. Now, because I have a level 3 and level 4, what happens is that I can just send the other level 3 to the graveyard to make Shooting Riser level 4 and still have Trishula turn 1. So even without the Harmonizing Magician, even without having in our hands, even with the effect Veiler stopping this Kroba Joker, we still have the Trishula setup. So it's super easy to have this. It's got the Dogmatica stuff to begin with. Then at this point I decided not to wait, but it's got the Droplet, so it's gonna stop that, as you can see, jeez, and it's just attacking there. But now we got Pendulum Call again to get finally the Harmonizing Magician plus a skill that we need, and then a Dragon Pulse. First I went into the Pendulum Summon to go straight away into Harmonizing, getting also the level 4. Now 4 plus 3 is Clear Wing, Synchro Dragon, and now Clear Wing, now that we have Clear Wing, we can use the skill to have Odd Eye Pendulum Dragon on the field, played from outside our deck, and then Odd Eye Synchron to make it to make the Joker level 1, so we have Odd Eye's Wing, Synchro Dragon, and at this point we can use the effect, pop everything, attack twice. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. This was actually not the Starving Venom. I don't know if I saved that, but that is just simply insane. Here we go, my boys, fourth duel, it should be, and we're going second this time. Let's see, because of course going first, you saw that it's super easy to have Trishula. We have almost a guaranteed access to Trishula, whether we have both the Odd Eye Synchron and the Harmonizing Magician. I mean, they are required both to have the full combo Void Ogre plus setup for Trishula, but if you don't have both, you can still end on a setup for Trishula. during your opponent's turn. So this is Predaplan, as you can see. We got the Polly, he's got the Chimera Felicia to begin with, and then he's got also the, I can't say this name, the Sandew, let's show that, and Dragostapelia also touching the field. This should be able to place a Predator counter, and if he does, basically he negates the effect of monsters that have Predaplan counters on that. So we have to be careful. We do not have Harmonizing Magician, as you can see, so we started with the skill there, grabbing the Stargazer, and as you can see again, because I have tuning, I already have an odd dice in my hand, I'm gonna add to the extra deck always the level 3 monsters, that is the one we need. Then we grabbing the other dice Synchron, Stargazer Magician, then I normal summon the Joker, it didn't negate, so at this point we can use the Pendulum Summon to go into the Time Gazer and the Harmonizing Magician. I decided not to go for the effect of Harmonizing because I wanted to have the odd dice Synchro on the field, so I went Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon first. Why? Creole Wing, because now if he activates the effect of Dragostapelia, we have the negation. Now this becomes useless and we're chilling. At that point, odd dice Synchron to have another level 7 summon, this time is Shooting Riser to make its level 3, and at this point odd dice Clear Wing Acceleration. I'm not sure if the Shooting Riser was the best choice, but still. Then I used the effect to make the Joker level 1, and I went into Void Ogre Dragon. Not the best of the choices, you can see, because we have cards in hand, but I needed this to have a monster that had enough attack to go above the Dragostapelia, but I wanted to keep the Clear Wing because I need to make sure to be able to negate the effect of Dragostapelia if he decided to activate that. So I use the effect to get that, but I can't pop with Dragon Pulse Magician because you can pop only if you have a Magician card in your other Pendulum zone, and that's not the case. So at this point we're attacking with a Void Ogre. It's got the effect of Hydra to lower my attack points, but because the effect targeted a level 5 or higher, Clear Wing can negate. Now he decided to negate with Dragostapelia, but Clear Wing is another negate, so with double negate there, we just cleared everything. We can attack the Hydra and then go all the way with Clear Wing, 5200 attack. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. Here we go, my boys. We have Battle Chronicle this time. Let's see what we have. We are supposed to go second. We have the odd dice Synchron, but we do not have the Harmonizing Magician. Let's speed things up. We know how Blue Eyes Battle Chronicle works, so it's basically gonna have triple set in the end, I guess. So it's got Successor Soul. Yeah, one of that is Successor Soul. So here it comes. The choice, the weird choice. Now we're going second. We have the Dragon Pulse Magician to pop that. Why do you want to pop the Spirit of White? So that you make sure he has nothing to tribute for his Successor Soul. So we put another Magician in the Pendulum skill so we can use Dragon Pulse Magician. Here it comes to pop it. Now we go tuning, grabbing the odd dice Synchron. At this point we use Joker to grab the Harmonizing Magician. Pendulum Summon this time. I'm going just for the Harmonizing because at this point with Harmonizing on summoning a level 3, and I have, as you can see, the setup for Trishula. We use the skill because we control Harmonizing Magician, so we can grab a Stargazer and a non-dice Synchron on the extra deck, and then boom, there you go. I decided to go Clear Wing Synchro Dragon first instead of Trishula because I was afraid he had something. So then I went with the odd dice Pendulum Dragon, and then it's got Ultimate Fusion with summoning basically the Twin Burst Dragon. That's still fine. At this point, Volo, so just in case he tries to pop with Successor Soul, we can pop the card first. Exactly what happened, he went tagging the Volo. I used the effect of Volo to pop itself, so Joker gets the boost and he gets no summon because he didn't send anything to grave with Successor Soul. So close to finish him. He's got a couple of set there. At this point though, we got the Dragon. I used the effect of Dragon Pulse because I don't know why I thought I could pop the back rows. Jeez. I was just so confused at this point. I went with the Pendulum Summon, going into Black Rose Moonlight Dragon, and at this point I'm just attacking. He's got the Book of Eclipse there, and just to say, to be safe another day, he drew, he scooped. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, my boys. There you go. And here it is, guys, what I mean, what I meant when I said that Predaplan is unplayable when they go second. So we're going first against Starving Venom Invasion, and you will see what I mean by insane. So unfortunately we got the double dice synchron, so we have to play it different, and we're gonna do it by, as I told you, if you have both the odd dice synchron, you're gonna grab a level 3 to the extra deck, so you can pendulum summon in your extra deck, in your extra monster zone. Then we got the pendulum call to get the harmonizing in a level 4 stargazer there, so we can use the skill, the pendulum summon to get the time gazer, harmonizing, and odd dice synchron. Harmonizing grabbing a level 4 because we have the level 3, so 4 plus 3 into shooting riser dragon, making it a level 3. Then odd dice synchron to synchro summon with the card in your pendulum skill to go into crystal wing. Same thing here, we're using the skill to play the odd dice pendulum dragon, making it a level 1 with the odd dice synchron as a pendulum skill. 1 plus 7 is of course Void Ogre Dragon, and we normal summon the Dragon Balls. This is the full combo, even if you have both the odd dice synchron, of course. So this combo is so easy to do, really. This combo is so easy to do and super consistent, and even if I do not have all of the copies. So again, it's just a matter of order, as I said in the Discord. So, but this is the problem. Starving Invasion, with the skill, he reveals a Predaplan monster, and actually 2 Predaplan monsters. He grabs the Hydra, that is what he needs. Why? Because Hydra can be special summoned by tributing a monster on either player's field with a Predator counter. So, and he has a part of the skill, the Starving Venom Invasion, the third one. If only your opponent controls a monster, place a Predator counter on a face-up monster your opponent controls. So basically, he grabs the Hydra, he puts a Predator counter on my Riser, and he gets rid of it. Just that easy. There you go, he put the counter, he tributed, he summons Hydra, and I'm done. So that's why I told you this combo is wonderful, but it's useless against Starving Venom Fusion when they go second. Also Super Poly, I can't even negate that, so I mean, do you need anything else? Of course, there was nothing to see here. It was just insane to see. Speeding things up because this is just a normal Predaplan. And now for anyone wondering, is Predaplan gonna be meta? Yeah, 100%. 100%, guys. 100%. That's the answer you were looking for. Anyway, guys, that's all for the explanation and the replays. Hope you enjoyed those. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. I hope you enjoyed this build with almost guaranteed TRISHULA setup during your opponent's turn 1 with a pendulum deck. I'm probably gonna try to get the third odd dice synchron, not gonna lie, and I could explore even more build with this because this is super cool, and we could find even more ways to basically go into potentially a Quasar turn 1, but it depends on how many resources do we waste along the road. We should include maybe drawing stuff like summoning Stardust Charge Warrior or stuff like that. I need to think a little bit about it after I got my ends on the third copy of Odd Dice Synchron. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.